Wade back to the seats. At Anchor, every week, what we do is we focus on shaking the gates of hell, causing heaven to rejoice and change lives. And so what we do is we take time every Sunday to give people an opportunity to share how God is moving in their lives. Not just the God of the past, but how God is moving in the present. And there's a phenomenal God story that Dallin Grimes is going to share today. Let's give it up for Dallin as he comes up to the front.
Oh my goodness, these lights are bright. I don't know to run towards it or away from it. Okay, so this is something that happened this past week, and he says it's my God story, but it's not. It's a us story. There's an amazing and beautiful woman who's not here today. She's on the other side that was a part of it. The Hood County Sheriff's Office, Mission Granbury, Wade and Christie. This wouldn't have happened without them. They literally practice what they preach every day, and it's phenomenal. So there's, and I'm sure we've all got it, a gas station that I frequent pretty much every day. Like I go and I buy stuff and whatever. And so I walked in this past week, and this particular gas station, they like sell hamburgers and hot dogs and chicken, and they got, booths set up where people can sit and eat. And I walked by and I noticed, actually, to be honest, the first thing I noticed was a cat on a leash. And I was like, that's weird. Cats don't go on leashes. But then I noticed it was this young lady, a teenage, what I thought, and she had like 2 suitcases, a purse, a box full of stuff. She just didn't look right. And so I went and got, I think I was buying Powerades or something. So I went up to the counter, and the people there, like, you kind of get to know them a little bit. And I was like, is she okay? Like, what's going on? And the lady was like, I don't know. Like, she's been here all day. And this was at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, what do you mean she's been here all day? Like, nobody's done anything to help this young girl out? And she was like, we don't know what to do. So I go to the truck, and that amazing, beautiful person I was talking about, I call her. And I was like, hey, not sure what to do here, but I need to do something because this isn't right. And she was like, call Christy. So I called Christy, and I called Wade. They didn't answer. They were probably like, why is this Dallin guy calling us? I don't know. But then Wade finally called back, and I told him the story, and then I talked to a good friend of mine who I actually invited here today, but he couldn't make it because they're doing communion at his church. He's in the top leadership at the sheriff's office. And I talked to him. I was like, here's the situation. So then we made the decision, like I was, 41 years old. I'm going to go talk to this teenage girl in a gas station. It's completely uncomfortable. So I go inside and I go, why do you have a cat on a leash? Actually, no, I didn't say that. I introduced myself and got to hear her story a little bit. And I was like, have you been here all day? And she said, yeah, I have. And I was like, first off, if you've been here all day, are you hungry? She said, yes, I'm hungry. So we got her something to eat. She was like, can I have an ice cream? I was like, you can have 4 ice creams. Like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yes, go get an ice cream. So she did that. We worked through Wade and Christie, Mission Granbury. Too much. She was living in a Jeep with her boyfriend, also a storage unit. They got in a fight, and she left, and she didn't have anywhere to go. So that's why she was sitting in the gas station. So anyway, Mission Granbury put her up for a couple days, and the sheriff's department actually followed up with her for a couple days, and I don't know all the logistics of all this, but I don't think that she's here anymore. My friend at the sheriff's office said that they bought her a bus ticket to go somewhere she wanted to go. So I don't think that she's here any longer. I don't know that for sure, but kind of what he told me. So I was telling this story to a friend of mine who I've known for, 20 years. And he was like, 10 years ago, you wouldn't have done that. And I said, no, you're right. And so this kind of goes to a different God story for a different day, but the journey that I've been on over the past 5 years, 3 years, I wouldn't want or wish on anybody. But what it has done is it's changed my perspective on life completely. instead of living for what's going to happen tomorrow or 5 years from now, which you still got to make plans for the future and do all that, I'm able to live in the moment and realize what's going on around me right now. And see that while there may be a cat on a leash, it's weird, there's this young girl that has all her earthly belongings there sitting with her. And that she didn't have to sleep on the pavement that night. She got a hotel room, and she got food, she got a little bit of cash, and she's taken care of. So that's the story. And now Blakely, who by the way is my best friend in the entire world, there's also a teenager right there that I like a lot. She likes me too, she just doesn't know it yet. So Blakely's gonna close us out in prayer here.
God bless us for this day.
Lord, thank you for giving us free will. Thank you for giving us the opportunities to make our own decisions and learn from our mistakes and celebrate our successes. I ask that you give everyone the ability to just slow down a little bit and notice what you've put around us and what we need to do. In your name.
Amen.